Right. Very good, friends. Hi, Doc South here. Oh, boy. Time to do another episode of Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. We're up to number 30, and I should say that if you missed any of this, you go to my YouTube site, Doc South Show on YouTube. You can go back to Aunt Barb's Magic Oven, Chapter 1 or Segment 1, and just work your way through. Okay, there's going to be, I think by the time we're done, it's going to be about 90 a good 90 segments, I think, somewhere in that neck of the woods. And I hope you're enjoying this story. It's a crazy story, but that's okay. It won't hurt you. No, it won't. Okay. Well, you'll see. Anyway, here's episode 30. If I shiver a little, yeah, we've been now about 2 days without heat. We had an ice storm come through, actually sort of like an ice blizzard. And a lot of wires, trees are down. We're waiting for the power companies to, get it all stuck back together. God bless them, man. I don't know. They got a lot of wires to sort out and a lot of tree limbs to get rid of. So, well, I imagine in a few days, and at least it's not 10 below zero, thank heaven. Man, that'd be tough. That would be tough. Okay, let's see. Aunt Barb's Magic Oven. Tom has a question. And then it's hot dogs and soda. Yeah. John Paul motioned to me from the edge of the stage. That's Pope John Paul, yes. I went over to him. It was so noisy that he had to shout. Everybody was cheering. He thought it would be nice if we could get the whole world together to say grace. I agreed and went back to the microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, and all you kids, could I have your attention, please? Could I have your attention, please? People on the street and probably all over the world just couldn't contain themselves. Gabe had to light himself off a few times. Yeah, well, Gabe's an angel, right? And he had to light himself off to get the attention back to me. I thanked him. The crowd mellowed down. They sure were smiling. Well, there was one guy who wasn't smiling. When the crowd noise died down, he shuffled through all the folks and got close enough to be heard. He really wasn't mad. It would have been hard to be angry about anything right at this moment. Still, he looked concerned. He had a question. He got himself close to the edge of the stage, and I put the microphone close enough for him to be heard. His name was Tom. Tom spoke as best he could. I don't get it, said Tom. I saw the angels just like everyone else. It was beautiful, really beautiful. But why is God doing this for us? People really aren't that nice when you get right down to it. We do awful things to each other. Really, we don't deserve to live. Why is God being so nice? It wasn't easy for me to give Tom an answer. Actually, I had the same question myself. The crowd got kind of quiet. I think maybe we all had an answer, but we just couldn't get it out of our skulls in a proper way. President Reagan, of course, was on stage, and he came over and asked for the microphone. He didn't need a microphone right at that moment because the crowd was so quiet. He grabbed it anyway and spoke into it. And he looked at Tom. Tom, do you have kids? Tom said that he did. He had a boy and a girl. Reagan went on. Well, you'll do anything for your kids, right? Tom said he would. And Reagan continued, what's the worst thing your kids ever did, Tom? Tom had to scratch his head on that one. If I remember correctly, Tom said how his kids were always up to something rotten, but when you got right down to it, they never really did anything that terribly awful. In fact, he kind of thought out loud that many of their shenanigans, when you got right down to it, were actually more funny than mean. In fact, Tom thought out loud that his kids usually learned a lesson when they pulled a stunt, and he also noted how his boy and girl have learned that the phrase "I'm sorry" means, it comes in handy more often than not. I don't know if anyone else noticed, but I think I saw a smile go over Tom's face when he was struggling to come up with at least one bad prank that his two kids might have pulled. Good or bad, and either way, his kids brought a smile to his face. Heck, they were just kids. Give them time. They'll learn. That's how he saw it anyway. President Reagan nodded in agreement. Tom, we're all God's children. I think what we're seeing today is God's way of piling the whole family into the station wagon and taking us out for hot dogs and sodas. The way I see it, today is his way of saying he loves us. Tom smiled and like a lot of people in the crowd, started crying. Then they all went to cheering and laughing through the tears. They were sort of crying and laughing at the same time. It can happen. The crowd was going nuts, and I was back on stage hollering my fool head off about this and that. It would soon be time for saying grace, and then it'd be time for that big feeding frenzy. Oh man, I almost forgot about the Pope's special guest. Life sure was great that day, and Thanksgiving had only just begun. Yeah, huh? Yeah, okay. We'll see what happens next episode, chapter 31. That one entitled "The Fuse is Lit." Oh, boy. I am so enjoying reading these for you. Yes. Again, if you want to get a copy of the book, email me, DocSouthShow@yahoo.com. If you can pay me something for the book, that would be good. I'll be glad to autograph it, send it out to you. Okay? I don't have I got this copy that I'm reading from. This is what it looks like. It's just, actually almost looks like a cookbook. It isn't, but it's sort of, like that. And then spiral bound. I had it printed up myself. I mean, I didn't work the printer, but a local printer put it together for me. And, if I can get $10 for one, that would be good. A little bit for postage. There you are. Or if you're broke, and I say this with no strings attached, if you're really down on your luck, you let me know, I'll get you. But I'll just send one out to you. Okay? Not in it to get rich necessarily. Oh, it would be nice to have a few bucks, but if nothing else, I got another book ready to go. Yeah. That's the trouble. Yeah, I got Millie's itinerary, that story about our Basset Hound Millie, a day in the life. 35,000 words. Yes, 35,000 words, a day in the life of a Basset Hound. And I could have done more. Yes, I could have. Okay. Anyway, so there you go, friends. God bless. We'll see you later. Bye now.